course, mental strength matters most. Physical strength and courage too, but not so much. Now, I need tractor or machine operators who at least have some technical skills. Are any of you tractor operators?
I am.
Only you?
Come on, quit it.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
Tell him.
Hey, shush.
You heard him.
Of course.
You are a tractor operator. Tell him.
A machine operator, so?
Well, you're not a milkmaid.
You're such a moron. I'm a machinist. S&OV types I know pretty well. I know very little about tractors.
Okay.
And I can't fix them up on the fly.
Won't have to. Breaking them's enough. They have all sorts of vehicles. I've dealt with these types. The first is light, under 10 tons. Side view looks something like this. 4 full-size track wheels make it easily recognizable. Turret, commander's cupola, and gun.
How thick's the armor?
37 millimeters.
Not much.
And 2 machine guns. 792 here
Maschinengewehr,
and
no
here.
doubt. They use those for all occasions. Good gun, but you really got to keep it clean. So wash your hands after a shit, otherwise it might not even fire. But really, it really is. It's a great weapon. For a beauty sound, a real solid piece of gear.
Soldier. Moskalenko, is it not?
Yes, sir. Moskalenko.
You know what? Too much talk and not enough action. Maybe you have time to waste, but I don't.
I just wanted to boost morale a bit.
Morale is not your concern. Are you a political officer or something?
No, we already have one.
Yes, sir. Political Officer Klochkov.
Klochkov. Klochkov Diev.
That's the one.
I heard of you.
Don't believe the lies. Our friend Moskalenko might have a big mouth, but he can still joke even when he's under fire. So leave him alone.
That's good, that's good. It's much needed there. But here it's better to keep quiet.
Absolutely. Come on, Ivan. Stop playing around. The lieutenant has enough to be dealing with already. Excuse him.
And those guns are not MGs. They're Czech-made, with the same cartridges. The armor is riveted, very weak. Easy to break with an anti-tank rifle from 300 to 400 meters away. Goes up in flames with a bang. But they won't use these tin cans in the assault. They have bigger tanks for that. But we need to know them all.
Yes, Colonel. Yes, sir. Not quite, but I do have some things to show. Yes, sir. Yes, Colonel. Of course I'll manage. Yes, sir. Stashenko, is the horse ready?
Yes, Commander.
Oh, know what these are?
Sure, but I prefer cognac. And port to cure the hangover.
They used to be made differently. Here you are. These are battle ready, no matches required. There is a downside though. Break it and burn to death, so be very careful.
Must be some high-proof stuff.
We need some more empty bottles.
We have war trophies.
That's good if they have corks.
Right.
And please be quick.
Okay, sure.
Take someone with you.
Come on, Pete.
Come and get them, boys.
Hey, Pete.
Huh?
What if we dilute one in a bucket of water? Or 2 buckets to drink?
That's it. Vacation's over. Back to work. Peter, round up the company by 1800.
Yes, Commander. Will do.
Observation devices and viewports.
Right. Sengabayev, what's the thickness of the front hull armor?
The hull. 30 millimeters.
Right. What about here, Natarov?
30. Same armor all over this one. Thinner only here and here. That's where the grenade goes.
Good. You know the theory. Now for the practice. You're up again, Moskalenko. Please, come on. Go and get building materials from the engineers.
Yes, Lieutenant. What for?
To make a scale model of a German tank. Get enough material.
What exactly?
I'll give you a list. Quick. We need to finish it today.
Not bad. Having a bath every other day, I could get used to that. Isn't that right, Stashenko? I don't need to get used to it. I'm very used to relaxing. Since I started serving with this commander of ours.
So what?
Thank God not all soldiers are like Stasenko.
He's just talking.
Seems that others do all the fighting.
And fighting ain't digging. All week the guys have been digging trenches like a city metro. Digging their way out of hard labor.
Off with you, Stasenko.
The commander will return from headquarters with good news for your men. I'm not sure about an offensive, but the fight will be historic. The Germans are ready to fight again. So we're in for an unforgettable experience.
Mark it right in the snow. Length, 5 shovels, height, 1.5. We'll build the turret after.
Yes. Lieutenant, can I ask you something? How we pull this Trojan horse of yours?
On a sleigh. Luckily, there's snow.
Hey guys, a Red Army hero. Comrade Filin found a camouflaged German anti-tank gun. The brave soldier crawled his way silently to the weapon and used grenades to destroy the gun and its crew. Nazis surrounded the brave man and attempted to capture him alive. When they came within arm's length, Filin threw his last grenade. An explosion rang out. Several Nazis were killed. After showing immense bravery on the battlefield, Comrade Filin died a hero. Here's another one.
Karenkov's Machine Gun Company?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Of course I've read it. Political officer, you're out of tobacco, right? I'll get you some to roll up in that bulletin before Comrade Filin drives me crazy with his last grenade. It's November already. You know that. And you're reading a September bulletin.
Yeah, that's right.
See?
I never heard of Kurenkov's company.
Not much to hear. Our guys shot up a whole battalion with 8 submachine guns. Sent them running for their lives. Nothing out of the ordinary. This stuff is in every bulletin now.
What's the wooden tank for? Take it on the offensive.
What offensive, Gavril? Why?
Everyone's been talking.
Well, that's nothing new. You ought to listen less. They want to attack. That's why they talk. But attack with what? Any reinforcements? A supply of weapons, equipment? Talking like kids.
Maybe we'll get a fresh supply now. What are we waiting for? Been 3 weeks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why would the Germans give us any respite? Here?
Uh-huh.
All the trenches we dug up. They aren't for an offensive. And the lieutenant was sent here for a reason. We might push on elsewhere, but not here. Not now. So we have to be patient and wait.
Yep, that can do. It would just be easier if we knew that somewhere our guys were out there fighting the Nazis.
I get that. Where?
Here.
Right, come on.
Faster! Faster! Tanks move much faster than that. Throw it! You threw it too late, Sengebayev. A wasted blast. Fireworks and nothing else. Why have you all stopped? Drag it back and keep on. I'll tell you when to stop. If you missed a chance, let them pass and attack from behind. Throw a bottle or 2, 3. Light it up. and disappear in the trench. There will be lots of tanks. If you die, who will stop them? Take a break. Your turn. Get to work.
As of today, the German strike force in this area consists of 4 tank and 3 infantry divisions. It looks like some will be deployed to Volokholamsk before moving on to Klin and Dmitrov to encircle Moscow from the north. Others are preparing to strike directly from the west. The strategic importance of Volokholamsk Highway is difficult to overstate. The Nazis might redeploy troops along the highway to enter the road east of Yadrovo, bypassing our anti-tank positions. There are many different ways to carry out such a maneuver. From Muromtsevo, along a country road or field to Yadrovo or Potomnik. From Zhdanov through Nelidovo, and then between Nikolskoye and Petelino and on to Matronino Station. Also from Krasikovo, along the railway through the Dubusekovo crossing. Our objective? Prevent access to the highway and hold the entire Nazi division here.
To their 3 regiments. We have 4 companies. We clearly have to hold them back, but to what extent?
Well, until reinforcements arrive at the point of attack. Before the assault, we can only guess what these locations are. Comrades, in past battles you've shown bravery and courage. Fascist aggressors have invaded our country and aimed their full force at Moscow, to the very heart of our motherland. But here they felt the taste of their own blood for the first time. Here, they first doubted the power of the great German army. Here, For the first time, they had to stop. Because you stood in their way. The enemy felt powerless and enraged as his plan for a quick war faltered. And in that rage, he raised tremendous forces for a new strike. Again, they dream of breaking through to our capital. But now, they know what awaits them. Now they know how much the Russians love their motherland. They know how we will fight for it. And now their fear will be constant. Soldiers of the Red Army, the enemy advances on Moscow. He'll try to reduce us to dust with his air power, blow us up with his artillery, topple us with his tanks and infantry. They will not pass. Because we will be standing here. Brothers, history knows many brave warriors, but none have had such a great destiny. Behind us today stands not only Moscow, and not only our vast homeland. Today, the whole world watches holding its breath. Because here on these lines, we stand to defend it. Let us be worthy of this honor.
He told me that somewhere in Japan, during the last century, there were bandits who harassed everyone in that region. They almost destroyed one village. So the villagers decided to fight the bandits. Better to die fighting.
That's the way.
They didn't know much about warfare. They decided to hire an expert. Like our lieutenant, but from the noble class.
Hired him with what?
Not sure. Maybe on credit? I don't remember. So the expert assessed the situation, or conducted reconnaissance, and hired 6 more men. Either nobles or gentry.
Samurai, maybe?
I told you it's in Japan. So these warriors got to defend in the village. Believe it or not, there were more than 40 bandits.
Versus 7 men.
Yeah.
For money.
I don't remember.
Also on credit.
Hey, would you quit butting in with your questions?
Fine. So what happened?
What happened was, those warriors knew what they were doing. They built fortifications, set up lookouts and communications. Basically, they got everything ready. And when the bandits attacked the village,
Well,
there were losses, but the warriors chopped them up pretty good.
everyone.
Yeah, some might have escaped, but the gang was finished.
That's the way, huh?
I've heard that story. Only it happened with different people in America. And they weren't nobles, but cattle herders. All of them were brilliant shots, but the rest was the same, 40 against 7.
That's what they call a folk tale, boys. Only yours doesn't add up. Are cattle herders really good shots?
Sure, you know, where I'm from, they're actually pretty tough guys.
Are they now? Where I'm from, they're the opposite. Little kids.
Okay, I want you to keep lookout for the night, and report to me by 8, and always report any changes, okay?
Yes, sir.
316th Infantry will be on your right, and the 50th Cavalry on your left. So you're right in the middle. Be very careful.
I'll keep an eye out. No mistakes.
I hope so. That's why I chose you.
Don't worry, sir. Getting lost in those woods was a puzzle. It was very confusing. But now we know our position. The Germans are that way. Moscow is there.
You what?
Nothing, Commander.
One small question, Commander. We know where, and we know when, the Nazis will strike. Why wait? Why not hit them first, while we still can?
With what exactly?
Just give the word, sir.
Look, I just don't have the forces to hit there and protect everything here. So dig in, get ready, and stand your ground. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, of course. We will fight to the death for you.
Right, don't stand to the death. Stand dead firm, okay? You got it? And to stand dead firm, I need you to stay alive. And that's the paradox. Are you clear?
Yes, sir. We'll stay alive, sir.
That's better. Go on now.
That's definitely not true.
The herd of story is untrue. Well, this one's from the history books.
A gang of 10,000? That's an army.
It was an army and a war, Mosin-Nagant.
Why so few Greeks then? Couldn't find any more?
The army also thought they were few. Those few were just enough.
So the Greeks slaughtered 10,000, and were none the worse for it.
No, they were worse. They all died in battle.
Damn, your story is no good at all. Lies, all lies.
Bunch of crap.
It was dark already. An old woman heard us coming, and she came out to look. Asks, "Are you our guys?" And I go, "Who else?" She crosses herself and says, "Oh, thank God." The Germans are getting really close. Bombing. Yesterday. All day. Sparing nothing. Not even the church. Wretched heathens. Worse than Muslims. Worse than Muslims, she says. And crosses herself. Muzabek says in Kazakh, she doesn't know that 2/3 of us are descendants of Muslims. The old woman is surprised and asks, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're our boys?" Muzabek says in perfect Russian, "We are indeed. Don't we look it? Don't you know who we are? Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, Uyghurs, and Dungan." She says, "I didn't know those existed." And then she says, "Did they run out of Russians?"
Morons. Scaring her. She must have seen a lot, and then your ugly faces appeared in the dark. God forbid. Heathens.
Come on, quicker. It'll be sunrise soon. We still need to cover everything up so they can't see us from above. Then get a few hours sleep.
And then what? Lunch?
Then, we go dig a decoy position.
Unbelievable. And there I was thinking how to pass the day. Sleeping after a row of sleepless nights. No chance.
There's not much work there, really. More time spent talking. It's already been dug some. A kind of field camouflage. Because the Krauts aren't stupid. All right, let's finish up.
What about lunch?
Whatever's on the menu.
What did he say?
Said he remembers.
Uh-huh.
If they come this way, we'll get a piece of them. What other way can they come? The woods are covered by, Second company, for those who decide to go around the other side. We'll set up another mount.
Whatever you say. But why would they go around? A turret gun could smash you and uproot you.
We'll see about that. Now let's get the beast back in the hole.
At ease. Well, let's see what you got here. Carry on. At ease. What's this? What if you need to turn it?
We will, Captain. But this way, it's well protected, and the angle is good. We'll test it out today.
And where's the reserve?
There. We'll prepare another one.
More than one would be better. But overall, well, it works.
Once, our political officer read aloud a German leaflet.
Wow, that's grounds for court-martial.
It nearly got to that. He barely escaped it, but that's another story. The leaflet said, if you give yourself up to the Nazis, you ought to wave a white handkerchief as a safeguard. And Chesov, who's a good man, but stupid, says, where will I get it? I tell him, wave your foot wraps around. He says, they're not white. I go, what do you mean? So he takes off his boots, and they weren't white. It was a pirate flag. I say, you're done for. They'll shoot you if they manage to put on their gas masks in time. You're stuck here in the Red Army. Take your boots off only as a last resort. He didn't understand why we laughed. Stupid.
What made you think of that?
Think? These white rags here. I mean, aren't we camouflaging it too much?
It should look like we covered it as well as we could. Like a thing they might want to bomb.
It already does, I think. Do you not? It really looks menacing from afar. Chilling, even.
Would be good to dig in a dozen of these to scare them off.
Don't be
Why
stupid.
not? Germans are careful. Our IL-2 planes, they don't have a gun in the back. So the German planes started shooting them in the tail. Of course, necessity is the mother of invention. So someone stuck a pole out instead of a gun to scare him, making it look like a machine gun.
And?
And you know what? It worked. Now it's almost a patented invention.
See, the thing is, she's at a disadvantage here. We can betray her, but she can't betray us.
Why can't she?
Because it's only land, nothing more.
What do you mean?
It's just land where we live. It's so much that it's everything. We can't live without land. All people have it.
It's true. But besides land, something more exists. Those under German oppression aren't fighting for land. There's something else.
You're right. Not for land. Apart from your motherland, there's also the fatherland. The motherland lives on. She might be cut, burnt, for years, centuries, but she remains your motherland. The fatherland is different. The fatherland is where people live by right, as their fathers did long before them, hence the name fatherland. The motherland is the land where we live. The fatherland is how we live.
What about nations?
What about them? Nations are people who want to speak the same language and live on the same land.
Come on, Vasily. it's not all that simple. If a Frenchman or a German learns Russian and wants to live here, does that make him a Russian?
I don't know about the German, but if the Frenchman stands alongside us and helps us fight against the Nazis, well then maybe. You never know.
Speak of the devil.
Is it flying over here?
His binoculars are strong enough to see the lice on your head.
But they used to fly up closer. You sure they can't see us?
They took us for savages. Then we shot them down and they remembered about optics.
You'll see we have no AA guns, huh?
Rifles get the job done too.
Come on, no way.
They do. An adjacent unit downed one with rifle fire. It was in the bulletin.
I didn't hear about it.
But it did happen.
It's just a tin can.
It's paper thin, so don't look so surprised.
If it's so easy, why don't we shoot it down then?
Hey, Shadrin, what are you doing? What are you doing that for? Not exactly quick-witted, are you?
What's that?
Never mind, never mind. I could be sleeping instead of making this scenery. Decorating a log. And for what, huh? Been waiting for him since this morning. Let him get a good look.
We can fire off a round. We'll miss anyway. Show them we're not here for fun.
What if he gets a lucky hit?
Did you get him?
Fine.
Kairat! Všem kajda baras?
Hey.
Jaxi.
£200 at least.
Where did you get it from?
I got a deal from the sappers.
A good deal?
Uh-huh. For free.
Any mines? No mines?
What?
Mines. They got any mines?
No, no mines. Only barbed wire. He said, take as much as you want. So we grabbed as much as we could.
You're greedy, guys.
We can get some more. Just need to take a smaller bunch next time. We'll have a look, and maybe send someone.
Let me tell you, brothers, how well the villagers outside Moscow live now.
Go ahead, impress us.
So listen. I say to Daniel, if they have wire to give away here, let's trade it at the village for a bag of potatoes. Daniel doesn't care anymore. He's fine with everything. But I say, no, we're going. So we knock on a door. An old man answers. He looks at it and says, what the hell do I need this for? Can you believe it? So, we knock on another door. This one says, what will I do with it? I say, have you all gone crazy around here? Do with it what you want. Look at your fence. Not a fence, but an invitation. He says, no, thanks for the concern, soldiers, but I just like looking out at the world through barbed wire. Uh-huh. It would spoil the view, see? And that's that.
So?
Yeah, so we couldn't get any delicacies for dinner. We have to eat what they give us.
Captain Gundelovich.
Pavel, do you have any news?
Major, we powered through the day. The troops are on form and are resting now.
Rest. Everything here is on schedule. Wake up tomorrow before dawn. We'll need of energy. Keep the lines open.
We'll try, sir.
The artillery commander will arrive today. I'd like you to assist him. If needed, you'll get fire support tomorrow.
Copy that, Major. Good news.
That's all. Get some sleep. Is Klitschko there?
Yes, right here.
That goes for him too, okay?
Got it, sir.
Okay, go.
What did he say?
No problems. Said to get some sleep. That's all. Also, Georgi will throw in some pepper if the stew gets too thick. That's music to my ears.
Zu den Waffen! 450 nimmt die Schutzstellung unter Beschuss! Nehmt das Splittergeschoss! Ladung 3, Hauptrichtung 3! Winkel 3002! 425! 4 Schüsse nacheinander!
Here comes the thunder.
Precise bloody hit. What if they actually knew our position?
Just have a look at all of our results. Holding back the Germans for 3 hours with almost no losses.
Only hearing losses.
Resisting not with armor, but with our skill set. Digging.
We are good at digging decoys.
Can't sleep, gunslingers?
Not really, sir. The rousing tune of this lullaby is keeping us up.
Yeah? Don't worry. After nap time, you'll stretch your legs. Got tobacco?
No smokes.
Just fumes.
Let's add some flavor to those fumes.
Have they finished?
Son of a...
Tobacco all right?
Of course.
Seems almost un-German-like.
Is it German enough now?
Yeah, it's just beautiful. A real orchestra.
Yeah, of all calibers.
With a conductor, no doubt.
That conductor seems to be getting carried away. Time for an intermission.
Then the crowds will swarm the buffet.
Yeah, and we've got it all set up for them. Top-notch service included.
Why have you popped up like a sunflower?
There's no way to plough this land now. It's just too full of iron.
Nonsense. We'll plough it and sow it, if someone is left to do it. For that reason, protect your head. Tanks.
Where?
Over there.
Can't see.
We've just got word from the observation post. Tanks headed this way. When the firing stops ringing, they'll be here.
I'll inform the captain.
Yes, sir.
Only on my command, on my whistle, give fire! Hold fire until you hear 2 shots, okay? Their tanks will slow down. That's when we get them. Before they realize what hit them.
They're headed right for us, you know.
Where else?
I mean, we didn't have to chase after them.
Lucky us.
Probably thinking they got it all worked out. That they know our weak spot and can go towards the highway. And that's good. Let them try. Let's show them, if they don't know it, who we Russians really are and what our weak spot is.
Yeah, of course. But I'm Kazakh.
Aren't Kazakhs Russian? Give me a break. It's Russia we're both fighting for.
I'm only kidding.
Kidding. When we fight for Kazakhstan, we'll show them who the Kazakhs are. You can bet on it.
Deal.
Battery, fire at tanks and infantry.
Battery,
Target 4-7.
fire at tanks and infantry. Target 4-7.
Fragmentation grenade.
Fragmentation grenade.
Second charge, direction of main attack, right
Second
of 230.
charge, direction of main attack, right of 230.
Direction of main attack, 230.
Add 002.
Add 002.
Site 100, 2451, round to third.
Site 100, 2451, one round to third.
Site 100, 24, fire one round to third. Ready?
Ready, fire!
Over 25 right. Site 122, left 011.
Site 122, left 011.
Line 015, 4 volley fire charges.
Lines 015, 4 volley fire charges. Fire.
That's the way to do it.
Vultures will rip through our artillery lines.
Vultures prey on dead animals. Those birds are out for blood.
Commander, got the signal to move. Pulling out the battery. You're on your own. Hang in there.
That one only has minor damage, and that one is still in action. It'll take them half an hour to repair. We must destroy them before they're up and running. Give them a volley!
Give them a volley. Rapid fire, armor piercing!
Well, well. Didn't take long for them to leave.
Don't worry, they won't be gone long.
Maybe there was something they didn't like, huh? Or another reason.
No, they liked everything. They'll be back soon with some friends.
For another taste, huh?
Sure. For another taste.
That's fine.
For another taste.
It was obvious from the start that they'd get burned on the first run. Wanted to visit a cemetery, but ended up at a party, didn't they? And their infantry got a big welcome. And the tanks, of course they crawled away.
Maybe they thought that anyone who's alive here would run.
What would give them that idea, Shemiakin?
We didn't even shoot once. We'll get our chance.
Kuchkov, Maximov, follow me.
They're going to come at us smarter and a bit faster. Hit all our weak spots.
That's all we need. More music.
And this time, it will be even louder.
That's okay. We're deaf already.
Easy, easy, easy. Give it here. Go now.
Pasha, everything's fine. You were hit, but we've stopped the bleeding. Now you have to focus on getting better, okay? You did good. Real good. We're dug in. The soldiers are heroes, so everything's fine, Pasha. Get your strength back for next time. Be careful, but quick. 3 more awaiting. Klotchkov reporting. The artillery has helped us by thwarting the first attack. Knocked out 4 tanks and a platoon of infantry.
Any losses?
All alive. 6 wounded and sent to the infirmary. Pasha was hurt pretty bad.
All's fine. Waiting on shell fire.
I understand. Back to work.
Yes, sir.
Okay. They're regrouping and adjusting their aim to wipe us out.
They'll strike soon. Days are short, and they still need to pass us.
It won't be a sprinkler next time, but a power hose. So expect a downpour and a different attack.
Oh. You got room? Here.
Nazarov, take cover, quick!
Shh. You wounded?
Nazarov? Nazarov!
I'm not wounded, Sergeant. Don't make me go. Or the bird will fly away.
Stop fooling around. Shoot a tank instead, Nazarov.
Yeah, after I get one of them. Flying around like they own the place.
Well done. You really scared it. Now, take cover. Saving themselves for Moscow, which is good for us. Puts us at an advantage. A much bigger advantage.
Them being cowards is certainly an advantage. I hope they won't bomb us to bits out of fear with all that ammunition.
They won't get all of us. Just don't die too soon, okay? They might even think we're starting preparing an ambush for their tank division, huh?
They're not brainless.
No. But they see tanks burning and people dying. Soon our ranks will get thinner, and then they'll rush in. We have to become a real stubborn thorn in their side.
Yes, I understand. You're completely right, Sergeant. But are we going to talk about strategy? Or just sit here waiting to be hit?
Strategy is no heroics.
What do you mean?
Okay. Today your country needs you to live, not to die. You understand me?
Big news. Is anyone rushing to get there? There aren't many of us anymore. We're gonna die if we're supposed to.
Sure. And who will stand up and fight in your place? Or is that not important, huh? Just die and that's it. Is that how it goes? Maybe the Germans conquer us, maybe not. Very convenient. No blame if you die in battle. Freedom from all of your past sins. The meaning of life is to be a hero now. Is that how it's supposed to be?
Take it easy. No one wants to die. But this is beyond our control.
That's wrong, I say. To die this way is a personal decision.
All right, give me a break. If a shell or a bullet hits you, are you saying it's a personal decision?
Maybe. If you think less about bullets, they won't whiz by. It's not too bad. Just a scratch. He'll be fixed up in no time. Visiting the dentist is torture. This is nothing. Just hold on.
Could we stop this philosophical talk and stick to the task? It's a lot of fun, though.
A lot depends on your mindset. And your mindset should be to destroy the enemy. Maybe there's just a handful of us, maybe 50 handfuls.
Unit operations must be steady and collected, like everything is going according to plan. The Nazis will get the picture. Retreat or burn. If they retreat, they won't pass here, and no heroics will be necessary today. Just burn those tanks.
4th Company, come in. Fourth Company, come in. Second Company, get me 4th. Fourth Company, come in.
Sights in one piece. Yeah.
Get the position in order and prepare for battle.
Alive, how many?
3.
Good. Come with me. Need to carry out the wounded.
A lot?
Enough.
And killed?
Enough of those two.
Weapon. And up.
You hungry beast. Not long now. Time to unleash you.
Pete Dutov, check the wire. We need to get communications back up, quick. If we don't fix communications, send 2 more carts. Or 3. Is it up? Oh, thank God.
This is Klotchkov.
Go ahead.
We sustained heavy losses.
Many dead and wounded. There are only 28 soldiers remaining. We have 1 cannon, 2 anti-tank rifles, a machine gun. As for rifles, well, we have plenty of those now. We need reinforcements.
Major.
No, Vasily, no. I have no reinforcements to send you. Try and hold on as long as you can. Be strong, my comrade.
We will, Major. Crews to your weapons. Others form teams of 3. Each group shall target 1 tank each. 9 tanks should be ablaze. Let's see how they react. Start with that, and then we'll see. Destroying 2 at a time would, of course, be better. We're out of options, brothers. Although our land seems vast, and we are ready to die for it, we have nowhere to retreat, and we cannot die until we stop the Germans. Because we're defending the last line. After us, that's it. Then it's Moscow.
What are you waiting for? Let's go, come on!
Yakov, did the Nazis really try and blast you out of a dugout with grenades? And then you threw 14 back at them? How many? 14 already. Unbelievable. Bunch of lies. What are the idiots? God's sake.
So how many then?
5. That's how many. 14 my
5?
arse. 5. Then I decided to throw another later, the 6th. So I wouldn't have enough time to throw the bloody thing back to them.
What would you do?
What? Nothing. I'll tell you later.
When later?
At night, before bed. And it wasn't in the dugout either.
This time, it's a matter of precision. I will let them come closer, to get them for sure. And let them think we're dead.
Okay, give the order, Ivan.
Uh-huh.
Must be fun in that tank now. Praying to God, or speaking to the devil who brought them here. Glad I'm not a tank crewman. It's certain death.
Saviour, save thy people and bless thine inheritance. Grant victories to us over our adversaries, and please by the virtue of thy cross in heaven.
What?
Nothing.
You just said something.
For the motherland.
That's the way.
There's a lot of them, to say the least.
fully a scare. Come on, Ivan. Make it pretty. Ready? Let's go!
Vasily! He's burning. I can't see.
No.
Got him in the tread. Light it up then, Shemyakin. Quick. Leave me to it, Grisha. Come on.
Shemyakin, got any ammo?
Some.
Blow it up and follow me, quick. Grisha. Fire a few rounds at the pedestrians.
Ivan, you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive. What else would I be? I'm not so easily broken. They really are rolling in the machinery. Not enough grenades for them. Right, need to find Diev. Let's move. Go! It's okay, political officer. Not that many of them left. Look at that, Vasily. Turns out Daniel is a magician.
Is it over? Anyone else alive?
Maybe. Not started searching yet. You did good, Daniel. Saved some aces for last. Got everyone scared.
Not really.
Germans especially, I think.
It was luck.
Come on. Luck had nothing to do with it.
Anyone count the scrap metal?
Well... there's quite a lot.
50 at least?
We'll tell our grandkids there were more. But for the Germans, 14 was more than enough. Not counting the 4 we got in the morning.
Why don't they count?
Well, of course they do. I just mean that in the morning, we were a company. But after the second run, we're barely a platoon.
Lots of tough guys fell the second time around.
Heroes. Everyone is a hero now. That's the way we fight now, Daniel. Soon, there will be no other way. Because... such is this war.